All right, today is day 55. Please get your worksheet. Capitalization has a couple of new things in it. So just make sure that you're watching that titles preceding the name of a person and an epithet used instead of a name are capitalized. Titles following a name or used alone are generally not capitalized. All right, so I've been letting you guys kind of go on your own on the capitalization. So keeping the new rule in mind and what you already know, go ahead and capitalize that section, and I will check it for you after you hand it in. So moving right along to punctuation. They want to know when you're going to underline and when you're going to use quotation marks for some of the things that are listed, television shows, songs, etc. If you can't remember when you're supposed to do that, if you go back into your worksheets, day 31, oops, that was day 35, day 35 and day 31 have it listed for you to help you keep those things straight, okay? So I'm going to just work off of day 35. It says on day 35, place the titles of short stories, poems, fables, nursery rhymes, articles, essays, units, chapters, speeches, and songs in quotation marks. So let's take a look at this list here. Do we have anything that fits under that? I see B, Mercy, is a song, so that would get quotation marks. C, Plants, is a chapter, so you would put that in quotation marks. Freedom in America was a speech, and it says that speeches would go into quotation marks on page 35. Let's see what else goes into quotation marks. We have a nursery rhyme. Nursery rhymes go in quotation marks. Essays would go in quotation marks. Okay, so I think we've got everything that goes in quotation marks. So you would assume then that everything that's left would be underlined, but let's just double check. You underline titles of books, magazines, movies, plays, operas, CDs, DVDs, television shows, documentaries, musicals, and works of art. So let's take a look. What do we have? We have a television show. Television show should be underlined. D, Rocky Mountains is a painting. That should be underlined. F, Boxcar Children book, underlined. Lost in Space, movie, DVD, underlined. And then Jitterbug Time, a CD, would also be underlined. So let's take a look. See if what we just talked about matches the answer key, okay? This is what your answers should look like. If they don't, correct them, so they do when I correct them. Okay, good job. So let's see, what do we have next? Moving right along, we have phrases and clauses. Write P if the group of words is a phrase, and C if the group of words is a clause. This is going way back. We are back to day 3. Day 3 says a clause contains a subject and a verb, and a phrase is composed of 2 or more words but lacks a subject and a verb. So let's take a look at 3A. That we found. Is there a subject there? There is. We. Is there a verb there? Yes, there is. Found. That we found is a clause, so you put a C there. B, loudly and clearly. Well, it's a group of words, but is there a subject? Nope. Is there a verb? Nope. That would be a P for phrase. Next we have the valley is snow-covered. Is there a subject in that? There is. Valley. Is there a verb? There is. Is. Subject and verb means it's a clause, so that would get a C. Demanding an explanation. Is there a subject there? No. Is there an understood subject? You demanding an explanation? No, that doesn't really make sense either. Okay, so we don't have a subject. That would make that a phrase. So 3A is a clause, 3B is a phrase, C is a clause, and D is a phrase. If you don't remember this stuff, go back to day 3. It will seem so easy, day 3. The stuff you were doing then, piece of cake. All right. Next section is another review, parts of speech, nouns. Remember, an appositive is a word or words used to explain a noun or a pronoun that's either right before it or right after it. Have you met Hans, a foreign exchange student? So the appositive is a foreign exchange student. Let's take a look at our sentence. What is the appositive? You're supposed to circle it. Lymph, a clear fluid, fills the body's tissue spaces. Okay, so another word for lymph is a clear fluid. Actually, that's a group of words. So you're going to circle that, and that's the appositive. The other hint here is something that you've already learned in punctuation. You always set the appositive off with commas when it occurs in the middle of the sentence. So you have lymph, comma, a clear fluid, comma, it fills the body's tissue spaces. All right, last thing is sentence combining. You guys got it. I look forward to reading them. God bless you.